Hi students. In previous class, we have discussed about design patterns, MEC, MET, all these we have discussed. So Django Django framework follows MET design pattern. So yesterday I've told like clearly like what are the layers we are using, like how they are working. All these yesterday we have discussed. So in yesterday class we have discussed. Let me recap, then we'll move to next options. Hello, hello. Can you hear me now? So yesterday I've told about this diagram here. Like MET design pattern template means HTML file. So in HTML file we can write HTML tags, CSS, jQuery, Bootstrap. All these we can use. Along with this, we'll use a template tags. Template tag coding is there. That is Jinja 2 code will save. That is used. And here view is there. View template is called as a business access layer, or sorry, template is called as a presentation layer or user interface. So view is called as a business access layer or service layer. So it is used to store or to maintain the values given in the web pages, or given in web pages, given in web pages, or given in website application. It will maintain. So view means it is views.py Python file. So it can be function based view or class based view. So we can create functions in views.py, or else we can create classes in views.py. And here you can see model is there. Like model works as a data access layer or repository layer. So this is used to communicate with the database. So here we'll create classes, and the classes are converted to tables in the database, and they will allow you to store the data, or will allow you to store information. So here while working with this model, it is models.py Python file, and here we are going to use ORM, object relational mapping. So as I said, we are not going to use SQL commands like select, insert, update, delete. All these will not use. We are going to use ORM, object relational mapping. Again, it is Python code only. Like here we have a separate chapter. ORM chapter is there. Using ORM chapter, we can work with this Python coding. We can work with. Okay. So yesterday we have discussed about all this. In today's class, we'll see how to do the installation. Like other things, we are going to discuss in today's class. So here, when we are working with uh, Django here, we are going to create virtual environment. So virtual environment is separated from physical locations. So it is separated from system directories, from system folders. So virtual environment is a separate location where all the project related softwares are installed, like Django versions, Django software. So Django versions will use. and then other packages, and then we are going to use other database related packages, database related softwares. All are installed in virtual environment. Okay, why? Because is when we are running a Django projects, they may be developed in different versions of Django. They may be using different versions, package versions. They may be using all this. Okay, so in that case, we have to work with. In that case, we need to create a separate environment for our project so that our project can run successfully. So in my system also 3-4 virtual environments are there. So they may be in the same drive, they may be in different drives. So it will work. We can use it because for every batch, I'm creating one virtual environment and I'm creating all the projects in that virtual environment. So even in real time also, first we have to create a virtual environment when we do web hosting or when we are publishing a website and internet. First we have to create virtual environment. We have to install Django packages, database related packages, then database, all these we need to do it. Okay, because when we do like this and when we execute the project, it will run successfully because it is isolated from other projects in the server. Because when Django projects are developed, then programmers or IT companies, they may not use the same version. They may use different versions, or they may use old versions of Django, old packages. They may use some other database. They may use, like, conflict is there. So to avoid that, virtual environment is used. So here you can see here PIP is there. So PIP means we'll call it as PIP. So it is called a package manager. So it is used to search and used to install the Python packages used for the project. So here when we say package, in Django, in Python, when we say package, it is a collection of modules. So collection of modules will be there. Okay, and here when we are working with this virtual environment here you can see this. So when we create virtual environment, we are giving like this: pip install virtual env. So virtual env is a tool. It is a software. So first we should install this. Okay. So this we are installing in Python 3832 folder, scripts folder. Okay. So Python 3832 is the Python current working directory. So here in my system, I'm using Python 3.8.5. It is the latest version of Python. So if you want to see the latest version of Python, like you'll be knowing this, we have to use a so python.org we should use. So in python.org here you can see download Python 3.8.5 is there here. 3.8.5 is there here. So this is the latest version. So when we install this Python here, then it will show the folder here. It will give many folders, but I've deleted all the folders and I've kept only this. So Python 38 means 3.8.5, or it can be 8.4, 8.3 can be, and 32 means 32 bit. So Python software is available in 2 bits, 32 bit and 64 bit. So we are using that, and here you can see scripts folder is there here. So in a scripts folder we have to execute this command. Virtual env means then software is that software is installed. Okay, then after that here you can see we can go to the required location like D drive or E drive or C drive where we want to store the projects, Django projects. And here you can see make directory source is given. So make directory means here we are creating a folder here. Here we are creating a folder, and here source is given here. Okay, so make directory is DOS command, or else you can go to my PC, my computer, right click a new folder Like that also we can create. Okay, so in my system, when I store Django projects, I used to give name source, like so that I can easily identify. Okay, if I give some other names, then I may have confusion where my projects are there, Django projects. So that's why we are following one particular pattern here. Okay, so here source is given. So you can give source when you are working, when you are learning Django, because we can identify easily like what is Django folder. Okay, so here you can see changing the directory. CD source is given. So entering into the folder. After entering into the folder, then we are creating virtual environment here. So virtual env, then here my env is given here. Virtual env, my env is given. Okay, so virtual env is the tool or software, and here my env is the command we are using here. My env is the name of the virtual environment. I am giving as my env. You can give any name. My env is not fixed. I am giving like that. You can give some other name. It will work. So to enter into virtual environment, we have to give like this. My env, then scripts, then activate. So we have to give like this. Backslash we should give. Then scripts activate means we can enter into the virtual environment. Okay. And then here you can see this. After entering into virtual environment, we have to install the softwares. Like whatever is required, we can use it. So if you want to install old versions, then we can give like this. Here we can give like this. 2.2.5 is there, old version. And now 3.1 is there. Now 3.1 I can give like this. So that we can install that version, latest version 3.1. And we can write like this also. So here you can see pip install Django is given. Okay. So if you write only Django, then it will install the latest version of Django. It will install the latest version of Django. And here you can see after installing Django, here you can see pip freeze is given here. Okay, so here freeze is the command here. It will show which version of Django is installed, what packages are installed. Okay, and here you can see creating the project. After installing Django, we can create Django project. So to create Django project, we have to use this Django admin. This is the command. So this command will work only when after installing Django software it is installed. And here you can see start project is given, and project one is given here. So start project is the command. Project one is the name. Like I used to give names as project one, project two, project three, project four, so that we can understand like what is project, then what is application, like that. So one project can have many applications. Many applications means many websites. So here we are calling website as application. Okay. So in if I create project one, in that project one we can see 6 applications. 6 applications are installed. Okay. Like in every Django project, we can see 6 applications like authentication, then like security, then session, like many are created, like 6 are created. Okay, and along with 6 applications we can create our own application, we can create our own website, we can create. And then here you can see CD project one is given here, CD project one. Okay, so entering into the new project here, and then after moving to the new project, we are giving like this Python manage.py, then startup, then website one. Startup, then website one is there. Okay, so here Python is the exe file that is in Python 3832 folder. It is there, python.exe. Okay, we can use a PyLauncher also. Py is there. So using PyLauncher, we can execute the commands. And here you can see manage.py is there. Okay, so manage.py manage.py is the file in the project. So it is used to create application. It is used to manage applications. It is used to create a administrator username. So here for administrator, we have to give username. For administrator site, we have to create admin user. Okay, so we can create administrator username. Then we can run the server. So here we are having a application development server. Okay, so if I want to run the server, web server, then we have to use this. Okay, and here you can see start app is that this is the command. So start app command we should use. The website one is the name of the application that I'm giving. So in my examples, I'll give application name as website one, website two, website three. So we should understand clearly like what is project one, what is website. That's why I'm naming like this. But when you work on real-time project or when you work on the live projects, you should not give project one, website one, not like that. You have to give the company name or you have to give the business name, like what business they are doing it. Company name or business name you need to give. But while to understand clearly, I'll give like this. Okay. Then to run the server, I'm giving like this. Python manage.py run server. So this is used to run the server, execute the server, and it is used. Okay. And here, so when we are working with browser, here you can see to run the website in browser, we are giving like this. 127.0.0.1 is given. So this is the IP address of the localhost. Okay. So browser will communicate with the web server in the same system. So yeah, web server, as I said before, web server is a software or an application used to store and to run the websites. Whatever websites are we are creating, they are they will run with web server. Okay. So as I said in the beginning classes, in a real time in internet, client system will have browser, server system will have web server. Okay, so client will communicate with the browser, will communicate with the web server in the server system, and then web server will take the request and then it will give the response. Okay, so here browser will communicate with the web server or client will communicate with the server in the same system and will give the response. So this is IP address of the localhost, and here you can see 8000 is given. So 8000 is the 8000 is the 8000 is the port number where client and server will communicate, and the data is transferred between them. Okay, only with the port number clients can communicate with the server. Browsers can communicate with the web server. Okay, so in Windows operating system, port number can be from 0 to 65,535. So between this, we can give any number is allowed. Okay, so 0 to 255 are used as system services, but in most of the cases when we give port number, 4 digits value is recommended. 8000 is 4 digits, value containing 4 digits, 8000. Okay, even when you take IP address is having 4 values. Okay, each value can be from 0 to 255. Like we all know this, 0 to 255. Okay, 4 digits will be there. Like maximum of the digits will be, like it will be for 12 digits. Each value can be 3 digits. Okay, maximum is 12 digits. 12 digits will be there. But here you can see 001 is there. Okay, so here whenever we are giving port number, we can give 12 digits. We can give 4 digits port number. We can give, that is recommended. Okay, so 8000 is not fixed in Django. With some other port number, we can run the website. That we are going to see. We'll see. And here you can see After doing all this, if you want to uninstall Django, let us say version conflict is there. Let us say by mistake you have installed old version of Django, and if you want to install latest version of Django, then we have to do this. Okay, and here you can see to exit from virtual environment, then we have to use like this. So my-env, then scripts, then deactivate is there. My-env, then scripts deactivate. So this is used to exit from the virtual environment. Okay, let us do this. So in my system, Python is installed in D drive. CD slash is given. D drive. Here I'll use a CD Python 3832. CD scripts. So here I'll say pip install. So virtual env is given. Okay. So when I'm giving like this, so it may show requirement is already satisfied because this command I've already executed. This software or tool is already installed. Here you can see requirement is already satisfied. It is giving. Now here, if I want to create a virtual environment in E drive, okay, in D drive also I can create. E drive I'll choose. So here I'll say make directory. Then source is given. Make directory source. Then here CD source is given, entering into the new folder. Okay. So in this I'll create virtual environment. So here virtual env, my env is given. Okay. So here virtual environment is created. Now to enter into this, my env, then slash scripts, then activate is given here. So we'll get like this. My env, then E drive source. When we are in virtual environment, we'll get like this. Virtual environment name, E drive source. So whatever we are installing in this folder, these are isolated or separated from system folders. From system directories, it is separated. Okay. So now here, after entering into the virtual environment, here I'll say pip install, then Django. So 3.1 I'm using. So here I'm installing latest version. So here installation is over. Okay. So here I'll say pip freeze. So it will show which version of Django is installed, what are the other packages installed. It will show like this. Pip freeze. And then here I'll say Django admin. And here I'll say start project. Then project 1 is given. So here after creating the project, CD project 1, entering into the new project, Django project. So py or Python, then manage.py, start app, website 1. So inside the project, we are creating application or website. Okay, you can use py or Python we can use. Now after doing all this, then here I'll say py manage.py, then run server is given. So here we are running the server here. Okay. So here it is showing starting development server. So here we are having Django development web server that is used for testing the websites. We are using it. And here you can see the URL. URL or website address HTTP. So Django projects will run with HTTP protocol. So HTTP is a stateless protocol. So it cannot remember the values given in the pages in the website. It cannot remember the pages opened in the website. It cannot maintain history. Okay. So it is only communication protocol used to transfer the data in network from client to server. Okay. So to maintain the state, here different mechanisms are there to maintain information, to store information. Here we are using different techniques or different mechanisms in Django, like cookies, then hidden field controls, URL rewriting, session APIs, all these are there. So here you can say 127.0.0.1 8000 is given. So opening browser, then here I'll give like this. So 127.0.0.1 8000 is given. Okay, so here you can see this. The install worked. The install worked successfully. Then congratulations. Whatever I've done till now, it is correct. Okay. Otherwise, it will say page not found. It will give some other options. It will give here. It will give some other options. So now here, if I want to run with, if I want to stop the server here, Control C. Okay, Control C means server will stop. And then here, if I give like this, so here I'll say py manage.py run server 2020 I'm giving. 8000 means default. Here I'm giving a new port number 2020. So here you can see HTTP 127.0.0.1 2020. So here 127.0.0.1 8000 is there, no? So here it is saying error, site cannot be reached. So here I'll use, so 2020 is given. So like this, we are running with a different port number. With different port number, it is executed here. And here, if I want to exit from the project, exit. And here we can uninstall, like Django, anything we can uninstall to exit from the virtual environment. So here I'll say mynv, then scripts, then deactivate. So exit from the folder, like exit from the virtual environment. Here you can see now it is in a normal path only. Okay, like this we can do it. But if you want to open the project application, then we have to use IDE. So we can use Sublime, or we can use Atom, or other files we can use here. So to work with IDEs, we can use Sublime. I'm using Sublime Text. You can use PyCharm, Komodo, Atom, Eclipse. Then all these are there. Like whichever IDE is comfortable for you. If you are already using any IDE, you can continue with it. Okay. But here I'm using Sublime to work with Django projects. I'm using Sublime here. Okay. So to install Sublime, see here when you register for the course, then I will send you the notes, recorded videos I will send. Okay. So here you can see this. So in my system, it is already installed. Here you can see here Sublime text, then .com/3 is given. So here you can see Windows 64-bit also portable version is there no here. So you need to click on this. So when I click on this, then exe file is downloaded here. Here you can see exe file is downloading. So here the exe file downloading is over. Then go to downloads folder. In downloads folder, you can see this exe file. So when you double click on this, then it will ask for the location where to install it. So default location is a C drive program files it will install. Then after installation, after doing installation, then in search we have to select Sublime. We need to select here. So here you can see Sublime text is there. Okay. So right click on this. Right click on this, open file location. Okay. Because if I want it on the desktop, because every day we should use this. Open file location. Then in that particular location, right click, send to desktop, create shortcut. Right click on that, send to desktop, create shortcut. So when I click on this, then on the desktop will get icon like this, Sublime text 3. Okay. So double click on this. So here we'll get like this. So file, open folder, then E drive source, project 1, select and click on select folder. Select folder is given here. Select folder is given. So here you can see this here. Okay. So you can see project 1. Again, project 1 is there. So with which name we are creating the project, with the same name, subfolder is also created. You can see 2 folders with the same name. Project 1 is created. So in project 1, you can see one more folder, __ pi cache is there. Okay, pi CACH is there. So this is used to work with cache memory or temporary memory. So to access the files quickly in the browser, to execute them, this is used. And to use any folder as package, then we have to create init __init__. In Python classes, you have learned this. To consider any folder as package, we have to give this. Okay, __init__. And then here you can see this. ASGI is there. Okay, so here when we say about ASGI, here we'll say asynchronous gateway interface is there. Asynchronous, then gateway interface. Okay, so this is used to work with AJAX enabled web pages. So this file is introduced in Django 3.0. It is introduced. Okay, before it is not there. So it is used to work with AJAX enabled pages. Okay, so with about AJAX, we'll see in examples. Like when we say about AJAX, asynchronous, JavaScript, and XML. Okay, so AJAX is classified into 4 types. JavaScript as X, Microsoft as X, ASP.NET as X, and jQuery as X. Four are there. Okay. So now we are going to use jQuery as X. We are going to use. So when we are creating a website, the pages can be created without SX and with SX. If the web pages are created without SX, then the whole page will go as request, and then we'll get whole page as response. So pages will transfer in network. If the whole page is going with a user interface, advertisements, data, then network resources will be busy, like heavy traffic will be there. Okay, and then while working with these pages and all, like there is more burden on the server because it should send response as a page. Okay, but if the web pages are AJAX enabled, then only data will go as a request, and only data will come as response, only values, not pages. Okay, if only values are going as a request and only if values are coming as response from the server, website will run fast execution will be there. Okay, so in that case this file is used, and here next settings.py is there. Okay, so it is used to give the settings for the application. So here we should give the path when we are accessing HTML files, then CSS files, image files, then media files, audio video files. Then we need to set the path here for all the folders. Okay, and here when we are working with this, we need to here it will contains the applications which are already installed. So in every project, as I said, 6 applications will be there. Applications means websites. Like here you can see admin, authentication, content types, sessions, messages, static files, all these are there. Like here you can see what are the applications which are already installed in the project. Okay, and here you can see middleware services here. Like middleware services means these are also Python programs. Middleware services means Python programs only. So these are executed just before while sending a request to the server. Okay, and while giving a response to the client, it is executed before request, before response. These services will execute. So these will enable security, then authentication options. Like it deals with security here, because while sending the request, while getting the response, these services will execute, and these will enable the security options here. In our classes, we'll see how to create a service, then how it will work before sending the request to the server, then how it will work while giving response to the client. Like all these we are going to discuss. And here it is used to give the database connections also. Here the settings.py, you should specify which database you are using. So in Django, default database is SQLite. So in Python classes, you will be learning about SQLite database, all this. And you can use MySQL, Oracle, SQL Server, we can use. So while explaining about database connections, we'll see how to work with other databases. Default is SQLite only. Okay, so in settings.py, so we should give the path for HTML files folder, then CSS files, image files, media files, audio video files. Like all these folders path we need to set in settings.py, and it is used to show installed applications. It is used to show middleware services. It is used to show database connections. Like all these we can give in settings.py. And here you can see urls.py is there. So urls.py is used to specify which page to access, like what page to access, what all pages we can access. All these we can set in urls.py. So here we'll give the URL pattern. That URL pattern we should give in the browser. Then the related page is accessed. Like when we create a web page, we will be knowing what is home page and what all other pages should be accessed in the browser. So based on the pages that you want to access, you can give the URL pattern. So based on that pattern, it is executed. Okay, so in URL pattern, admin URL pattern is there here. Okay, so this here you can see admin.site.urls. So admin is a website, application which is already installed. The site is a folder, and here we are giving URLs. So in admin site, urls.py is there. Okay, that urls.py we can access with admin. We can do this. Okay, so in our website also, our website means website one, we can create URL patterns we can use. If you want to use this, then here I'll run the server first. My env scripts activator. So cd project one. Okay, so py manage.py run server I'm giving. So in browser I'm giving like this. So admin. So if I write a slash something, if I write, that is called URL pattern. So based on that URL pattern, execution is done. So here for this, it requires a table here. Okay. So if a table is there, then it will work. So here it is showing no such table. Later I'll tell how to access admin site. All these we'll see. So when we are typing like this admin, then it is called as URL pattern. It will work, but a table is required. That we'll see in when we see the examples, we'll discuss that. And then here you can see urls.py we have seen. Here we'll create a URL pattern for the pages, and then we'll execute in browser. And here WSGI is there. So WSGI means web server gateway interface. Okay. So here web server gateway interface is used when we are moving our project from development server to the production server. Like for example, here if I create a website, and if I want to host or publish in internet, then when I take my project from development to production, there I should do changes in production server. Like there we should do changes in WSGI file, and then our project will run in the production server. Like when we discuss about web hosting. Okay, so when we discuss about web hosting, then we'll discuss about how the how to put our project in the server, then how to do changes in WSGI file. Like all these we are going to discuss. Okay, so here these are project level files here, like unit.py, ASGI. Okay, so asynchronous gateway interface. Then next is settings.py, urls.py. All these are project level files. They are in the project. They are in project one. Okay, and down you can see two files here, db.sqlite3 and manage.py is there. So db.sqlite3 is the database file of SQLite database. In every Django project, SQLite database file is created. So in this database file, the installed applications tables are created, and we can create our tables related to website one, and we can access. Okay, so this database file can have any number of tables. It will contains the tables of installed applications, 6 applications, and we can create our own tables in db.sqlite3. We can create our tables related to website one, and then we can access. Okay, so in like after completing few chapters, then we'll discuss about models, then other things. At the time, we'll see how to work with tables, all these we'll see. And here you can see manage.py is there. So manage.py is the manage.py is the it is the file. As I said, it is project level file. So it is used to create application, manage applications, to run web server, application development server, web server, then to create users, to create administrator login. Then all this is done with manage.py. So it is again a project level only. So here you can see website 1 migrations, then these files are there here. So these are application level files, these. Okay. So in a website 1, we can see migrations folder. Then after that, you can see the files in website 1. These are application level files. Okay. So about this use and all, we'll see in tomorrow's class. We are going to discuss about application level files. Project level files also we'll discuss tomorrow. I'll just recap. Then we'll discuss about application level files. Then we'll see how to write functions. Then how to get response in the browser. Then we'll see the other examples here, creating functions in views.py, writing URL patterns in urls.py. Like other examples we are going to see in tomorrow's class, we are going to continue. Okay. And like if you register for the course, then I can send you the notes, and recorded videos I can send to your mail IDs. Deepak, did you spoke to online team regarding what they said?
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, they are allowed to they attend these classes, sir. Once they created for link for these classes, they will provide answer, sir.
No, you have joined for package, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Package means like many courses will be there in that package. This is an individual course, no? Django.
Okay.
Let's
But they
see
said to attend
this batch. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll speak to them. You can continue. See, if they allow you to, if they ask you to continue in this batch, your wish. You can continue. Okay. I don't have any issue.
Okay.
Narendra, did you register?
Okay,
Yes, sir. I'm already registered and I paid yesterday.
Okay. So other students are also there, which are who are registered. They will join in this batch. Regarding strength, no need to worry. Other students are there which are already registered. I will ask them to join in this batch. I
But
will
the
take
timings
mail
will be
ID.
same only, right?
Yeah, 9 to 10 only. 9 to 10 is if I want to start batches, I will start in other slots, not in this slot. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
So I will ask mail ID from them. Then I'll send you notes and videos. I will send you your mail ID. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So tomorrow we'll continue.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.